Welcome to Slow Home Studio. Too many people live in badly designed houses, and we want to change that.
It's Tuesday, June the 28th, and we're going to be carrying on our discussion from yesterday, and we're going to be looking at some built-in millwork for bookcases.
Yes, so everybody remembers the project that we looked at yesterday in Toronto. It was a renovation to a house by Altius Architecture, and this is the before scene, which it did have some built-in millwork, but when they did the renovation, they vastly altered it, and they did a combination piece that was part bookcase and then part closed storage, as well as a window seat that was integrated into the window.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing to remember about millwork is that when you integrate it into the space properly, and you design it entirely as part of the scheme, then it really augments the room. It's not just a piece of furniture that's been put there. It actually adds visual coherence and functional ability and just overall improves the quality of the room.
Yeah, so we brought another couple examples of custom built-in millwork, and this is by Manifold Architecture Studio in New York. And this is interesting because this combines a work bench, or sorry, a work desk with two spots for a computer, plus closed storage, plus open bookshelf display storage. And then they've got closed storage again above with some lighting coming
Right,
out.
and if you just look at this really closely, you can see that they actually have folding doors there and there, so that actually means you can close that whole piece off and have one closed piece.
Which is brilliant if you're the type of person that leaves a mess on your
That's
desk,
right.
and then when people come over, you want to quickly
Close it
clean that
away.
up. So here's another example where they.
I like this project a lot.
This is really cool. We're going to be looking at this project in more detail in an upcoming episode, but this combines built-in book shelving with the kitchen millwork, and it's very clever because it's a small space design, so it wraps around the corner to the dining room. And look at all this stuff. They've got closed storage below, and that serves as dish storage for the dining room. The open shelving is book storage for above, so it makes the dining room also function as a library space. Plus, there's the passage door, cleverly hidden to get into the bedroom.
That is very, very nice. And just as a throwback to last week, I just wanted to point out that we've got those pot lights there centered over each of the three sections of the bookcase to bring task lighting down into that area.
Yeah, very well done.
Now, not everybody, though, has the ability to design a custom piece of millwork and have it made, and so there are some other options. Of course, one of them is to just get a pre-made bookcase from IKEA or someplace like that and put them together. The other is to go to a sort of hybrid in between those two, something that is a piece that you can buy but also customize. And we've got two to show you. The first one is the Format by Benson, which is a Canadian company from Vancouver, and this is actually this is a new product, and I think it's really nice because it comes in as a base, and then you add these pieces, and then there's a rail there, and that allows you to slide all of these dividers so that you can basically create your own composition. Add more of them here for vertical storage, for magazines, that sort of thing. Very nice. And I think there's also going to be a slot, another piece that's going to be added in to allow a television.
Yeah, so this allows you to completely customize it to your own storage needs. So if you wanted it, say, for magazines that you needed to stack up, you can put the ones closer together. If you had display, you could have more space. And it's only 12 inches wide, which is the standard width for a bookcase. 7 feet tall, so it's quite tall, but it also comes in a lower credenza version, which is just under 30 inches in height.
And so what this could be is it could be something that goes against a wall, or it could be used as a room divider, which I think is particularly nice because it doesn't really have a back. Yeah, at all. And the key in all of this is to make sure that when you design one of these piece of built-in or hybrid bookcases, that you can customize it so that it has a visual look that works with the rest of the room.
Yeah, and there's another example of a customized piece. This is from Vitra. This is the Eames storage unit, and this was designed, of course, in the 1940s. And it's interesting because it just is basically a composition of these open and closed storage modules. Obviously, you put books in the closed one with the back brace for the X brace, and then it's had drawers or sliding cupboard doors. And you can put this together again in a way that fits your room and fits your storage needs.
So if you're renting somewhere, if you don't want to make the investment of something built in, you can actually use one of these hybrid pieces to customize your space and to use millwork to its best advantage.
Bye. If you're interested in learning more about the principles of slow home design, you can pick up a copy of our book entitled What's Wrong with This House? It's a practical guide to finding a well-designed and sustainable home. It's available for sale on the Slow Home Studio website. It's also available for sale at Amazon.com in both paperback and the Kindle format.